Time is the most valuable resource on earth. It cannot be replenished. You cannot get it back once it's gone. And we only have 24 hours in a day. Now, we've all heard the saying, if only I had 48 hours in a day. The truth is, if we do not know how to effectively manage the 24 hours that we've been blessed by God with, we will still go through 48 hours and still complain on the need for more hours. Those who have mastered the art of time management are those who have truly learned to maximize the time that has been given to them. By maximizing one's time on a daily basis, the rewards are seen over a long period of time. The question we all ask ourselves is, how do the wealthy, or even those who are successful, do it? They also have 24 hours, and if so, what are they doing that I'm not doing? My name is Arthur Oreke, and I'm a technologist having over 15 years of consulting experience. I have worked on projects as an individual contributor. I've also worked in teams as a member of the team, as well as playing the role of team lead. I have worked on projects for Fortune 500 companies, and one feedback that I have gotten or heard from my fellow colleagues, team members, and even project managers is, how on earth is it that all your projects are completed on time, within budget, and yet the customer is impressed? Well, my time management series is geared towards helping you become a super consultant, one that will make you the envy of your colleagues and make you relevant to your clients and for all your projects. Now, even if you're not a consultant, this time management series will also help you become a lot more productive. This is the third part of the time management series. In our previous video, we learned about task switching, which goes hand in hand with today's topic. Today, I'm going to be discussing about how to role switch effectively. Close your eyes for a second and imagine that in the morning you prepared a quick breakfast. Then you had to commute or remote into the office. You attended a meeting with teammates. You stopped for an hour to listen to some online training. You finished up more tasks with the rest of the team. Then you went off to the gym. You picked up groceries from the store. You cooked dinner before reading a book and then off to bed. Now open your eyes. Based on the scenes I described, can you identify all the roles you had to play? Let's see. You fixed breakfast and dinner, so I'll assign you the chef role. You drove or you remoted in, the commuting role or the remote worker role. You met with your teammates, the team member role. You took some online training, the student role. You worked out at the gym, the fitness enthusiast role. You picked up groceries, the shopper role. You get the point. The scenes I described just show a glimpse in the life of one individual and the many roles played throughout a day. Let's try another exercise. Stop for a second and reflect on how many roles you've played so far, and some of the others you're yet to play. By now, you should have realized that in a given day you play one or many roles. No matter the work of life, no matter the nationality or ethnicity, we all switch roles all through the day. From a definition standpoint, roles are defined as the part or function one plays in a particular situation. Each role requires a set of characteristic behaviors and actions associated with it. It's very similar to a profile. Role switching is simply the ability to consciously identify that a transition from one role to another is about to take place, and then taking the necessary steps to ensure that you're able to play the role and complete tasks or activities associated with that role effectively. I am about to share 3 tips which I have applied in my life which have helped me become more productive with my time while role switching. Tip number 1, be aware. Most times we subconsciously transition from one role to the next without giving it any thought. Now, although we may still be able to perform the tasks associated with the role, we may not be performing at our optimal abilities. Before playing a certain role, it's important to get our minds reset and readily adjusted for the role we're about to take on. This can make a significant difference in the overall productivity and success of the activities or tasks associated while playing that role. Before the switch happens, one needs to be aware of the transition. The more aware you are of the switch, the better prepared you are to take on the switch in roles. Tip number 2, be prepared. Ensure you take a second or couple of minutes or several minutes to get your attitude, your mind, your body ready to take on the tasks associated with the role. This might even require getting the right set of tools or resetting your environment or even changing outfits to ensure maximum performance. For example, if you're about to take on the role of a chef, you'll need to ensure that the kitchen area was clean. You'll need to have cooking utensils and food items readily available. If you are shopping, you'll need to ensure you have your wallet or handbag. If you are studying, you'll want to make sure you have all the right stationaries handy. If you are farming, you'll need to ensure you have the right tools. A fitness enthusiast, you'll change into gym wear and head to the gym or to a section of your home that's set up as a gym. I could go on and on and on, but you get the point. Tip number 3, minimize distractions. While working, minimize distractions by removing obvious distractions that are not required of that role. For example, when you're preparing to study, you wouldn't need your cell phone dialing or ringing all the time, as this could be a big distraction. If you're working out, you wouldn't be eating while you're working out. If you're driving, you wouldn't be reading while driving. Of course, life happens, and we cannot always eliminate all distractions. But we could try to minimize the obvious ones that are not necessary for the set role. Now let's take a look at one final example to draw home the point, to show how we could apply all these 3 tips in one single application. Let's pretend you're headed to the airport. You hop into the car. You're getting ready for the trip. To minimize distractions, you've already preloaded your GPS systems with directions from your current location to the airport. After this, you activate Bluetooth, you put your cell phone down so that you could pay attention to the road and surroundings. On arriving at the airport, you alight and then you get into the traveler role. Now, while being conscious that you're about to switch into the role of a traveler, in your mindset, you stop for a second and identify all the role-based tasks ahead, and then you could start preparing all you need. For example, you already know that you need your identifications documents. You know you need to prepare your luggage to be able to pass through the scanners. You know you have to be prepared to remove personal belongings such as belts or shoes, if necessary, before you could pass through the checkpoint. You know to prepare for the possibility to be searched. And finally, you know that you're mentally prepared for the long walk to the boarding gate. Once you run all these steps through your mind once, it will help you as you slowly transition into that role as you begin walking into the airport. The more you follow these 3 steps I've highlighted, the more productive you will become. Now, these are just a few ways to become a lot better at role switching and to get your mind, body, and environment ready to perform role-based tasks. If you've liked what you've learned today and you would like to apply it in your life, I would like to invite you to take it on as a challenge. The next time before you subconsciously switch between roles, I want you to stop for a second and ensure that you're optimally ready to switch roles. They say a habit forms after 21 days. Start applying this on a daily basis for the next 21 days, and you soon will be on your way to becoming a super consultant, or better, at being more productive with your time. Thank you, and stay blessed. We'll see you on the next one.